Yep, nice. I'm live. Hello, guys.
Hello, we're back. He's not been able to put his microphone correctly, but...
What? Everything's correct. I'm always correct.
Oh, no. Here we are.
We are.
I left the cards over there. Did you?
Yes, of
Yeah.
course.
So,
Yeah.
5-1-1.
6-1-1.
No, that was the extra game.
I'm trusting Doctor Struggles. Who wouldn't?
Yeah, but he was the one who told me not to scoop against balance.
Who is Doctor Struggles?
I have no idea, but
Do we know?
it's Dr. Struggles. It's a good name. I hope it's Dutch. That would be amazing. Dr. Struggles.
See, Stebo, you're around. It's good to hear.
Thanks, Stebo.
Huh. I don't know.
But no, I got so horribly mana screwed in so many games.
I don't know. Were you? Really?
Yeah.
I didn't play a single Ankh postboard.
No, but
I didn't play Ankh for hours now.
yeah,
like
but
2 hours maybe.
That has nothing to do with it.
Sure.
But that's a problem I always face with the deck. We talked about it before.
You're always mana screwed? Play more lands.
Yeah, I've tried.
Sure, I know.
But
yeah, like
we talked about it
the
earlier.
mana base is bad.
The mana base is very bad in blue-red.
Okay, so
it is a problem.
Is that maybe one reason why Atog might be better than blue-red? Because the mana base is... I mean, we're trying to do somewhat of the same thing.
You're splashing blue.
I mean, I don't have any double blue or double red songs.
No, exactly.
Whereas you do. So it is kind of inversed. Whereas I have about as many red sources as you have blue, and vice versa.
I'm splashing red.
But on the other way, if I just get one of each, I can cast all my spells. I do want double red because it's better. Because I can live with single red. Whereas you do need double blue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So the blue-red mana base is not amazing, and I think that it was shown in these games.
I mean, I think it feels more from your side than it does from mine, because
That may be true.
right now what I mostly remember is the game where you never draw any blue.
Yeah,
So-
but it was games earlier I didn't draw any red with 4 red,
Yeah, that's true as
with
well.
2
yeah,
bolts
okay.
and 2 shatters.
Okay.
And like,
But why
there
you have 12 blue and 9 red? Is that correct?
something like that.
4, 3, 1. Now we have 10 red. Plus Lotus. Because you have 4 volcanic, 3 badlands, 2 city, and 1 ox. And then
Oh
Lotus.
yeah, you
So
put
actually
the
have 10.
Stebo. Stebo.
You have 10, and you also have 5 islands, and 4, 2. So 5, 4, there's 9, 2. So you have 12 blue and 10 red. And the Lotus.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
Lotus.
Exactly.
That is not bad.
My usual list has 1 more city.
So I mean, 12 blue,
It's
not
not
counting
good.
Lotus, is not
Fine.
great for counterspell, but it's not horrible.
No, it's not horrible. That's
no.
why the deck usually works.
Because I think in Troll Disco, for example, which was something I played in the Winter Derby, we have something like 13 blue, I think, and also counterspells. And that's not. I mean, it's not great, but it's somewhat working. But it's okay. So it's maybe one blue short, but that's it, right? What do you think?
It depends. But not going into the mana base that much now. But I had a couple of those games, and I got outbalanced a couple of games. But that's
balance is a sweet card.
that's part of your deck. That's one
Yes.
of the plans. So I can't complain of you drawing more.
I mean, one
of
of
those.
one of the points of Atog compared to Blue Red, because they are quite similar.
Quite
decks
similar.
in like they somewhat fill the same niche in the metagame, which is red aggressive or semi-aggressive decks that have a good to decent matchup against the deck, which nobody else does. But one of the things about Atog is that it does play more power than Blue Red, because of Tumor Moxen and balance, and a somewhat lower curve making the draw 7s better.
By the way, I do not think you have a favored the deck matchup.
Oh
but
yeah, of
that's
course you do. Of course
not
we do.
what we're discussing today.
Why not?
Because that's not the plan. It's blue-red Atog.
I think
No,
we should.
no.
I think
we
we
should
should-
keep to the topic for this.
I
It's
think
a one
we should go into that
very
as a
specific.
small aside before closing the stream today.
But I'm
because
not
it's very
a deck
interesting.
player, so that,
Sure, but I
that's
am.
why.
But I am.
it's wrong.
So I think we could do something about that because I think it will be good content. Just a small one.
We can do that next time. Okay, you get 3 minutes.
Yeah, but
Go.
afterwards. We do this first. This is on topic. We do the off topic afterwards. Yes. First we finish this. Of course.
Okay. You get 3 minutes later.
Yes, thank
That's
you.
okay.
I do speak very quickly.
Yes, you do.
Yes, so I can put in a lot of content in 3 minutes. Yes.
But no, I felt that I didn't play the game for many of the games.
Okay.
That may have been due to my mulligan skills. But I still think when I think about the cards being played and when we actually have games, I think blue-red is still favored. I know you don't.
I don't. No. It does improve a little bit from your side post board, I think, because your board is
your favorite
a little
pre-board.
bit better than mine, I think.
I think it's like a 55-45 pre-board and more of a 50-50.
Okay. I think I can maybe add 5% on my points in both of those parts.
Well,
Yeah. But should we discuss? I think we should discuss a bit how we actually boarded.
yeah.
So what do you do in general?
In general, I had no fucking clue. Like, for real.
But how do you think? I mean, you know, I have bottles, main, and dibs on the board. What do you think I was gonna do? How are you gonna do?
Yeah,
Like about that? How are you gonna do about your guys, Arabian guys?
I had starting all 4 shatters,
Sure.
even though we didn't see them that much.
Okay. Cool.
All 6 blasts.
Yes, of course. Makes sense.
Because if you have dibs, I want the red blasts,
Yep.
and you have side blasts, so I want the red blast. For power only, I would have cut them, but you also will bring in blue blasts, so
That is true.
that is just.
So yeah, I only have 1 blue blaster.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Okay, sure.
I may have checked your list
Yep.
if I was.
You could maybe have done
I
that.
could have done that.
Maybe you could have.
But still, they're worth bringing in.
Sure.
After that, what do you take out? Okay, I agree with bringing out a couple of counter spells.
Sure.
I brought in like 2 on the play. Because I think counter spells are, especially on the play, almost a key card in the matchup.
Okay.
To be able to put a threat or something and keep you from doing what you want.
Sure.
Even though they are bad against Black-Wise. But
Yes.
with 4
Okay.
shatters
Yep.
and
It
also
didn't
some
feel
bolts.
like that, but okay, it makes some kind of sense. Yes.
Yeah, you're keeping a threat and keeping a control roll. But I was never, ever... I had counterspell some games, but never double blue. Like, I never got
I mean,
to play
you probably cast like
my
1
plan.
counter spell post board.
Yes.
Yes.
I brought them out on the draw. Because
sense,
double
yep.
blue on the draw
Yep.
was... Yeah, like, it ain't gonna happen.
Sure.
And creature-wise, I have 8 creatures. I probably played around 4 to 5.
Oh,
each.
it felt like more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I brought it out around 3,
I think
maybe 4 creatures.
In the beginning, I boarded out one bottle. So I had 1 bottle in the beginning because I was also on the play in the beginning. So I boarded out 1 bottle and brought in all the dibs. Then I saw a lot of creatures from you because you drew a lot of the creatures in a while. So I actually, in most post-board games, I had all my bottles and the balance all the time. Yeah. One part of our
I think that's correct.
before was cutting balance as well. Because, I mean, as we do...
Yeah, boarding out creatures balance.
We also, like if we have 8 creatures, balance is a lot worse. And also the fact that if we board up balance, we can have the plateau maybe. As I do add the library as well, so there is like on the draw, 24 lands might be okay with the library. Whereas on the
Like
play,
I hate 25 lands, so
right?
but then I
so
also
there's
lost one of the
there is
close games just drawing lines.
yes,
So
there is one of those as well. So it's very very close how you want to do that as well. But then I saw a lot of guys from you, so I wanted to have both of the bottles.
yeah,
So most of the border games, I had 3 dibs and 2 bottles and the library in all the cities. So I just did not bring the 4th dib and brought in the dibs and the library and kept in both bottles as well.
and that means the bottles are doing about the same for both you and me, but you
Probably,
have
yes.
control of
When I play it, yes. And I have the Atog as well, but then again,
And I'm not super afraid.
they never did very good work for me, but I think they could have done. And I also like my feeling
There
from
were some
playing
places
the
where
first
the
couple of
bottle
games.
would have,
yeah,
yes.
and the first couple of games made me feel like you had probably 6 guys and not 4 or 5.
Yeah.
That was my feeling. Yeah, like you had multiple guys a lot of the time. So, yeah, okay, let's just try because the bottle is like this high variance card.
Yeah.
So what I did, I cut all my chain lightnings.
Yeah.
After a while, because like if I do cut bottle, if it feels like you cut your dibs and keep in Flying Man, then I probably cut my bottles and keep in 1 or 2 chain lightnings to handle Flying Man. But when I have the bottles for Flying Man, I don't really want chain lightning because it's kind of bad in general.
Yeah.
So I cut all my chain lightnings. I cut 2 arcs on the play and 3 on the draw, I think, in general. At least since I did not see any fluxes a lot of the time, so I thought like, if you don't have flux, I think I want Ankh. Because as you say, you really want to hit 5 mana to play a dib or a draw 7 or a sidebust with a counterspell up, and then Ankh is actually good. And I thought maybe you were like second guessing me and not bringing in the fluxes. And then I actually want the Ankhs, right. So I thought that. So
I brought in flux, one
Yes.
flux
Oh,
on,
you did? Okay, cool.
on the play.
yes.
Only.
So one or two Ankhs in
On
my
the
game.
play,
Yeah.
I can get to 3 mana early enough.
Sure.
But
I had one or two Ankhs, and then I also cut 1 or 2 side blasts because I usually keep all of them. I think in our board plan, but that is when we cut. When we cut all the bottles, we might need all the blasts instead to handle the dibs along with the red blasts. We have 3 red blasts.
that's why I kept Side Blast.
But when I actually had both of the bottles in, then I just had 1 blast in, side blast in.
That sounds correct.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, that was not really what we were thinking about when we were discussing this. I also keep balancing, as we said, because so balance is
But you're such an artifact-heavy deck. I don't think balance should go out against creatures.
with 8 creatures in my deck. It's becoming worse.
Yeah,
It is.
absolutely.
And
but
also-
it's still playable.
Yes, but we also only have 5 white plus lowers. So it's marginal like that, you know. We have 3 city on the plateau. So it is not always when we draw the balance we can win. I did have 2 very good balances here, but sometimes it's a dead card.
Yep.
Yeah. But balance is, I mean, sure, once again, that is one of the reasons why I like this Atog so much, is that it maximizes power of the restricted list so much because of it plays all the mocks and it plays balance as well. It does not play regrowth, but could almost do that. Some people want to play regrowth. When Magran plays regrowth in EC, when he does not play bottle in the main, when he plays 4 city, I think. And I mean, regrowth is once you've played Ancestral or one of the draw servers or Tutor or Balance, regrowth is another one of those insane power cards.
Yeah.
So it's very much close. I know Mike Scheffenacker wants regrowth even in decks like this. It's very close. I don't like it, but you could do it. So one reason to play Atog over Blue Red is that you do get a bit more of raw power from playing all the Moxen. And therefore you abuse the restricted list better. And that's a very good thing to be, a very good place to be in. Yes.
Absolutely.
And balance is one part of that. Like the balance is
But
like
the
a
thing is
reverse
why-
draw 7 basically. It works like a draw 7 in that it rewards you for playing artifact mana and cheap spells and emptying your hand and everything. It does not help with Black Vice, but everything else, yes.
The reason I think blue-red is still favored, even though that's a good point, like, you utilize the restricted list, the powerful cards better.
Yeah.
Blue-red has never ever been about utilizing the power in the best way.
Sure.
It's more of a consistent type deck.
Yes.
And what we've seen today was games where it was not consistent at
Yes.
all. And then, because that's a problem with Atog deck. It's not a consistent deck in that.
Right.
Because it plays so many cards that are so situational.
Yes, I agree.
And blue-red doesn't. It's the
Yeah.
more stable.
Counterspell is usually a lot better of a top deck than Uncommissioned.
Exactly.
Yes.
And that's also why I think it's favored in the long run. But also, because of the powerful plays, the consistent plays, that's two completely different ways of attacking the format.
Yeah. I know. I agree.
So it's more of a play style thing. What
That's
you want.
true, yes. But I think Atog is slightly favored in this matchup. But what I mostly think is that Atog is strategically dominating blue-red, which I mean...
Yeah, it's favored
which
against
means that-
more of the other decks in the format.
No, every deck where blue-red is favored. I mean, Atog is basically a better blue-red in most of the matchups as well.
Yeah, that's what I was saying when you said no.
Yeah. Okay. But I mean, like, is there any matchup where you think blue-red is significantly better than Atog?
I haven't even thought about it because I don't play blue-red that much anymore.
Sure, but I mean, it's an interesting question.
It is a very interesting question. If we aren't discussing like which is the favored in this,
but
that is the next question. Which is best in the meta game?
In the field,
if we get to like those spike discussions.
Yes.
And that is probably the most interesting question. It's not which is best in this what we played today.
I think also
that is uninteresting.
One of the real merits of blue-red, I mean, basically, I think blue-red is, the difference is blue-red has dibs and counterspells, and Atog's Vice and Unks. And then there's Ants versus Flangman. Those are basically the differences.
Yeah. Like, I'm not as sure as you are against what's better against the field. I haven't given it enough thought to really argument for it.
Sure.
But like against other aggressive decks and mid-range decks, I would play blue-red.
Maybe. Like, not mid-range, but aggro. Because Vice and Ankh are not as good as additional creatures.
And mid-range,
and
then we talk like Sorry Suppliers and Disenchants and things like that main deck.
Maybe.
And,
but
like,
there's also the thing that...
But they also need to play more lands.
Like, Gloom is such an insane cyber card against a lot of white decks. Gloom in a Vice Ankh deck.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Which is...
Gloom is not a good cyber card.
I know.
Guys who are watching this, you're not many left as we're just two drunks talking.
Sure.
But
Gloom everybody will listen to the YouTube later.
Yeah, and the thing is, Gloom is not a good cyber card. Except
in
if you
Atog.
build around it.
Yeah. So like in the Vice Ankh deck, like Gloom is probably more important than Mind Twist. Okay, Demonic Shooter is more important because that's a draw 7. But I think Gloom is more of a reason to play black than Mind Twist is.
That was a good play. Yeah. That was a fun.
That
was one of the best matches of the games.
Yeah,
as well.
I mean, I'm gonna watch this when you put it up on YouTube and see how bad I played.
Oh fuck no!
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Anyway. But the thing is, like, Gloom is insane in the board.
Gloom is amazing in your deck.
We're playing 3 Glooms on board.
I think that's correct.
Yeah.
As you can leverage them in a way no one else can.
And because a lot of the white cards are the best cards against Atog. Social Pushers, but also like Circulation Red and Dust to Dust and Divine Offering and Serra Angel and Moat and whatever. So having Gloom post board against white decks is so insanely good with the Vice Ankh plan. because they board in cards that are good against our plan, and then we board in Gloom that just fucks them in that.
Yeah, and like 3 Glooms, 4 Shatters against things like the deck.
Yes.
When you kill the Mox, they need to play lands. You have Ongs.
Yes.
And then
that is why
Gloom comes
that
in,
is
they
why
need
I
to play more lands.
Atog is better than blue-red against the deck because we have that kind of plan.
By the
what
way-
is even better is the plan that Orland's deck has. Orland is
I want to say one sentence there.
Go.
I don't think blue-red is favored against the deck. I think I'm one of the few who says that.
Okay.
And
cool.
I've played it
And
a
I
lot.
think
And you know I've played it
yes,
a lot.
I think from being a deck player, I think blue-red is slightly favored. I could say it.
But it's super
It's
close.
one of the few decks I'm scared of.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's a 50-50.
I'm
And the
scared
other decks you're
of blue-red.
favored.
I'm scared of Atog now because from the Atog side, I'm also scared of Arabian aggro because it's so aggressive. And that's basically it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it. You're
And
afraid
I
because
think-
it becomes
yes.
more 50-50.
I think
favored.
Atog is a little bit better because we have with 4 vices and 4 arms, we're taxing their discounts pretty hard pre-board, and then we have 3 glooms post-board.
I
which
think
is
you're
very, very good.
I think you're better than blue-red against the deck, but
I think slightly
I-
favored.
slightly. But
I mean, I would have won the no con against anybody else but not Martin Lindström.
yeah, but
I'm pretty
he's
sure.
one of the
I'm pretty sure.
absolutes.
Yes, I'm pretty sure I would have won against anybody else.
But that's also one of the things we talked about that very early. Also with blue-red,
Yeah,
why you don't see it so much.
it's hard to play.
It's super hard.
It's super hard to
Like-
play. Yeah.
Okay, of course. I played horribly today. I feel it. But
I mean,
I didn't take it in that sense. You and me were
You know what's interesting here? Is I think I played pretty horribly pre-board.
Google Home, yes.
Yeah, fuck you, go Gloom. But the thing is, I don't think I did that many mistakes post-board.
No. And that's probably
Which is kind of interesting.
why
Is
it
this
happens as it
Is
happens.
this a kind of a Ballmer, like, is this Ballmer point? Baller point? You know, this is like where you hit your maximum speed in times of drinks.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Mano is usually talking about that. Like,
'Cause-
3
no.
drinks in. Did I hit that?
This is
I don't know.
where I am now. That's around where I start to get the best.
I don't know. Like, do you think it's fine? I don't need all this. Fine. Yeah, I think.
No, we're already filled up. So.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. I do like a Belgian triple. I might
This was
say.
a good one.
I like triples.
Yeah, and this was
I
a
mean,
good
triples. Usually, in general, I have a thing for triples because I think doubles and quadruples are a little bit too sweet.
one.
In general,
I do like those sweets as well, but yeah. But no, it was very fun today.
should we have like 2 minutes of beer critique instead? Aside?
Let's end this with 1 minute.
No, we also have
No,
the deck critique as well. Yeah, sure.
I had very fun. I think
I did as
the
well.
post-cyborg games, if we look at the result, is not talkative of how the matchup
It's
is.
very surprising, actually.
Yeah,
I think so.
that's why I'm saying I think it's a variance thing and
But-
misplay thing.
But do you think I was a lot more lucky than you?
No,
Slightly, I think.
I think
But-
more
but-
than I was unlucky than
Yeah,
you were lucky.
but, like,
your
there
deck
were-
functioned as it should.
But there were not very many like library ancestral.
No.
I did not play. I don't think. I am actually sure that in 11 games or 12 games, I did not play Time Twister once. I played two
No,
wheels or something.
2 wheels.
Yeah, but no Time Twisters. Like something
And
like
it's one of the
something
best
like
cards.
2 wheels, 1 insane mind twist, 2 balances, but no Time Twisters.
Is it fucking Google who started to play you too?
Fuck Google.
Hey Google!
Hey Google, shut the
Stop.
fuck up. Yeah, that's good. Google is well behaved now today.
Why the fuck did it start to play music?
No idea.
You said something stupid, of course, Svante.
Fuck you.
No,
I say fuck you, Google.
yeah. But no, I would consider it variance.
Yeah. But I mean, it's
When we played games,
yes.
it was close.
It was close, but it was close to pre-board for some reason.
Yeah.
I also want to mention that I am by far not sure whether it's better to play this Atog deck, which is some kind of Atog. I mean, Atog is basically Will Brand's EC deck that functions off of 4 strip mines and then playing. No, more like 4 strip mines and then also bottles and blood moons, maybe Orlands as well, but I don't think it's really the same thing. I don't think it's possible to play Atog here, but it's like more of that. But I mean, our list is more some kind of in between, like some kind of Swedish Atog thing. But what I mean is,
your deck was made for one tournament.
It was made for the Swedish metagame, built off of the Atog kind of list. But what I mean is, the other reasonable direction to go with the Swedish Atog list, I think, is Dib Atog. Like just playing the Dibs main and probably not playing any bottles anywhere. I tried that officially and went like 3-2, which is horrible. But
as we talked about the curve in red, the 2 drops.
Yeah.
And that's where this comes in, this strategy.
So I mean, the Dibs, I could see just playing the Dibs main and just stop fucking around with bottles and
not trying to
like
be cute.
No, right, exactly. Like actually 1 week before NoobCon, I was very close to just playing the Dibs instead, just fucking it up. You know, like in late March, like last March, we played the Danish Old School in Copenhagen, which was a fucking insane tournament. We should all go there instead. And me and Ole were there and playing for that.
It's a beer at the place we're going to.
So Orbital Tilt.
Tilt.
We gotta have some Orbital Tilt.
Yeah.
I like that. I haven't had an IPA all day.
Yeah. We need to wrap it up just because of that.
Sure.
So
5 minutes.
I'm
3 minutes.
Yeah. I'm going to cut my mic.
Sure.
And go to the bathroom, and you're going to talk about the deck.
The deck and what was my point? I've lost it.
You said your favorite.
Sure. Okay, first of all, Dib Atog. I think there's a real point of just playing Dibs main and stop trying to be cute. I mean, a lot of the reason we did play the bottles in the main and the Dibs and library, as you see in the board at NoobCon, was we thought we could get people with it. They would board out their Dibs, we board out our bottles and bring out in our Dibs, just fuck them up. If we don't, I don't know, like Dib. Okay, so Serendib is the best creature in the game. That is not Mitchell Factory. So just playing the Dibs in the main, it's a good plan. I might do that going forward, we'll see. I won't play Atog for at least until Arvik, I guess. So there's that reason as well. You can also play like Ålands deck, for example, with Suchis and stuff and copies. I don't like it as much, and you definitely need to splash black for Demonic and Mind Twist and Boarding Gloom, but it could be done. So Gordon tells me I should talk about the deck. Why is Atog favored against the deck? Well, Ålands and people's deck is more favored because it plays 4 copy artifact as well, and then boarding in copper tablets. So with 4 Vice and 4 Ankh and 4 copper tablets and 4 copy artifacts, you overload their artifact removal. But yeah, and in the chat, that is totally correct. Yeah, we have a beer tap to attend to, and we will get there at some point. Yes. But I think Blue-Red Atog, Dib Atog, or any other Atog is maybe the only deck in the format favored against the deck. That is because, like pre-board, you have the Vice-Ankh combo. Sure, they have disenchants, but they have 4 disenchants and 4 counter spells, and the mana drain and some recall and stuff to actually handle that. And if you actually get that in, you can just get them for it. And they don't have any real life gain besides maybe Mirror. And we play 4 Shatters as well, so we can handle that. And just in some way, we have the inevitability. As long as we shatter the books or shatter the Moxen if they're short on lands, we can just attack, their mana base, attack them, force them to take damage, and burn them out. We have more of inevitability, I believe. And post-board, if they do bring in like Sarah Angels and Duster Dusts and Blue Elemental Blasts and maybe even Moat or anything like that, we do bring in Gloom and fucking up all the white cards and bring in Serendibs, cutting our bottles and balance and stuff. And we also have the Sonic Blast against their Serangels. And we cut the Chain Lightnings against Survection Red. So I believe this is one of the few decks that's actually favored against the deck. And that's one of the real reasons I like this deck. Except, of course, against Martin Lindström, but who's fucking insane. And he beats me. So, there is a tilt beer tap win from...
Exactly. We have 3 minutes.
Thanks a lot, guys. I like how you actually hang around here.
We have an
around.
amazing
See you
volume
around.
brew.
This was great.
Hope you
Take
liked
care.
it.
We hope you liked it. Yeah, this was great.
We'll try to do
Wak-Wak
more
MtG,
stupid
huh?
stuff. Yeah.
I guess so.
Wak-Wak MtG. Cheers, guys.
Fuck yeah. Atog for life.
Blue Red!